This is Laurel on the 4th of July weekend. 4th of July celebrating Independence Day in the United States. And I'm just going to scroll on my tablet and pull up the live on here. Pulling it up on my thing as we wait for people to come on. I had said that I'd be live from 11 to 11:15-ish. So just waiting for some arrivals. Let's see. Trying to find my, hello, welcome. I'm just trying to find my live feed on my tablet so that I can interact with the chat as well. So bear with me. So I'm not seeing it on my tablet, but hello. Thanks for joining me. We're just kind of waiting a little bit for some others to join in. I had said 11 to 11:15 Central Standard Time, so I'm expecting that people will be kind of popping in. And I am looking for my live feed. I'm just looking for my live feed on my tablet. Who we got in the house? Oh, Cece Lynn, I see you. Oh, hi. Hi, guys. I see you. I'm hoping that I can get you on my, tablet so that I don't have to. Hi, guys. Hi, Beth. Hi, Arbeth. And yay, alive. I know. Isn't it wonderful? I'm trying to get you on my tablet so I can interact with the chat. And for some reason, I don't know why it's not showing up. Let me see. Oh, here we are. Oh, yay, I got it. So I'm gonna turn down the volume. Yay, I am here. I can see the chat now. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, very nice. Very nice to have you here. And yeah, we got some other folks here. If you want to say hi in the chat, don't be shy. Give a little shout out in the chat if you're who's here. That would be great. And I wanted to talk first about, while we're waiting for some more people, because I had said it's 11:11 on the clock right now, my time. So wow, 11:11. That's awesome. So yeah, isn't that nice? Huge sign if you're a twin flame, if you have that special person in your life, huge sign. If you just arrived, give a shout out in the chat, letting us know you're here. This is a great way. We're building community. We're building that family of love. Give a shout out in the chat. And I just wanted to talk about some of the offerings. Yeah, spirit is coming through very strongly right now. This is a thinning of the veil, like a veil. A friend of mine said, the veil is almost non-existent right now. It's it really, they're coming over and, really helping us through some trying times. So we're going to get into Q&A. Put your name in the chat and just give a shout out if you're viewing and want a question answered. I'm going to first talk a little bit about my offerings that I have for the month of July. I have like a twin flame love read for you and your twin flame. I have a meditation. I have a love read. I have spiritual life coaching session that I'm offering, and it's the introduction of it. I've been a life trained as a life coach for many years, but this is really spirit is really pushing me to go the route of helping people on their spiritual path through their lessons in life. So this is really awesome, to have you all here. I'm very grateful for that. I have the Moonology deck that I would like to pull cards from. So let's give it a whirl and see what comes out for everybody, for the collective. Since we just got through the new moon yesterday, you're still gonna feel that today. But let's see what we have coming out for everyone. Oh, you're welcome. I'm really appreciative to have everybody here. I really appreciate it. And I'm assuming that we'll have some other people popping in and out. I know it's the Saturday after the 4th of July if you're in the United States. And I know that a lot of people have family around. So, but if you'd like a question answered, definitely put that in the chat. And I have if you see me looking down, I'm looking down at my tablet because it's easier to read the chat on my tablet and have my phone recording. So the first card that we had come out for the collective, and there's one more coming out that was like almost all the way out of the deck. But this one is so beautiful. I'm seeing the symbol of the divine feminine energy right there. I don't know if you can see that. Hold it close up. And it's really beautiful. And there's so much healing, that healing turquoise energy around the feminine energy right now, pushing through any insecurities. So first quarter moon in Cancer, definitely a healing message for especially the feminine energy. And this goes back to the white calf woman, definitely, pushing through any insecurities, healing any wounds, and really embodying that feminine, the energy of the feminine, which is kindness, compassion, generosity, all of that. And yeah, there's tons of healing energy in here. Beautiful turquoise. And I also associate that with the third eye. That's third eye energy as well. So connecting with spirit through the third eye. But there's a lot of grounding energy in this card, a lot of healing energies. Beautiful, beautiful energy. And she's in a circle of stones. See that? Very grounding energy. And she's really kind of in a quiet meditative state there. And just, kind of being reflective. Beautiful. And then the other card that fell out for the collective for everyone is work through your feelings. So last quarter moon in Aries, and she is reaching out her hand and she's connecting with the light of spirit. And, spirit, when she goes within, spirit is really helping us to work through those emotions, any lingering emotions that we may, need to have come up to be healed. So beautiful energy. There's all that magenta energy in this card of the harmonious universal love. But it's really showing her, and I got to look at this card again because That's her right side. So yeah, healing in the physical, healing within the physical realm. She's holding out that right hand. And some of you may not resonate with that. You may resonate with the, you may resonate with the, the, you may resonate with the physical on the left side, but I've always thought that it was physical on the right, spiritual on the left. But take what resonates with you, because I had a friend say to me that it seems the opposite for him. So, and he's a divine feminine. So, take what resonates with you, but beautiful energy. Um, yeah, normally I can answer that. Our Beth, I can answer that. You're wondering if, Soul Tribe are twin. There might be helpful people coming toward you. It's surrendering and being open to whatever God sends your way, whatever the creator, universe, however you see it, sends your way. It's really when you're in separation, it's really taking that step toward your service, toward your purpose. Even if you're masculine, your twin is not there. So keep that in mind, that you want to focus on that service when you're in separation. It's like taking your attention off of them and taking and putting it on service. I hope that answers that question. And we can also pull a card for that as well later. So that, using the Moonology deck, those are the cards, work through your feelings, push through any insecurities. And, and at the bottom of the deck says, you're going to laugh. It says, talk less and feel more. I love that. Talk less and feel more. Yeah. So when you're out and about with, if you're in the community, if you're doing something, where you're um, wanting to talk or whatever, it's really even talking to spirit. It's saying talk less and feel more of what's within you, around you. Feel the earth around you. Feel the energy of the earth around you. um, Feel spirit around you. And it's like I said, it's very, very strong right now. It has been very strong. So, wow, really good energy, you guys. So, pushing through any insecurities and working through your feelings, those are all really, really good for this new moon energy. So, let's get, I'm going to do, all right, Cece Lynn, we'll get to your question. Let's do a, let's start out really getting a blessing for everyone that's here and that views this. What is the blessing that everyone needs to know for this right now? What is the blessing for this day, this time for everyone? What is the blessing? What is the, oh my goodness, we had 3 of them just pop out of the deck. Wow. So we have, the first one is a blessing for solace and hope. If you're here, put a shout out in the chat, put a hi in the chat so we know you're here. If you have a question, I'm gonna jump into answering questions, Q&A for everyone. So jump into the chat. But I'm picking blessings right now for everyone, and we have the blessing of solace and hope. So beautiful. So if you're feeling, like, oh, I'm so tired, I want to give up, this is saying, don't give up. And this is saying, keep going. Keep going. That, you have help, you have hope, keep going. The divine is saying. And the next one that fell out is a blessing on your creativity. Yeah, so and it shows 2 egrets right there, the purity of both So if you have a counterpart, it's really diving into your creativity instead of focusing on them. Jump into something that makes you happy, brings out your creative side. And, when you focus on you, it actually magnetizes your counterpart to you. So putting that energy into you or putting it into service is really going to help be beneficial for your connection. And here it's showing, she's tapping into her musical side. So if any of you have a musical side, or it could be art, it could be writing, whatever it is that makes you feel creative, tap into that and use that as a tool, to raise your vibration and focus on you, put the energy back into you. And then the last one that came out is a blessing for good men and fathers. Wow. And I love this card. I love this card. If you're here, put a shout out in the chat. Put a shout out in the chat and just let us know you're here. It's a great way to build community, this community. But this is a blessing for good men and fathers. And I love this card. It has the robin at the top of his soul star chakra. And robin, is significant for new birth, new growth. Um, the hairbringer of spring. We're past spring. We're in the summer season, at least in the Midwest where I am. Some of you may be in a different season, but it is the new beginnings, new growth, heralding in that. So in that higher realm, that is beautiful. And so, as above, so below. But, a blessing for that, a blessing for um, good men and fathers in your life. And it's got the stag antlers, which is very symbolic of the union coming in, that there is going to be a union. It's the foretelling of a union. It doesn't give a time frame, but it is the foretelling of union with you and your special person. Okay, so let's get some questions here. um our our Beth, do you want me to pull a card on that, um on continuing on your own? Put in the chat if you'd like me to pull a card on that. Sure. Okay. Let's do the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins card for you. So Holy Spirit, angels and guides, wondering, should our Beth continue on her own with her spiritual development purpose? Should she continue on her own? Ooh, and we just had two cards flop out of the deck. Oh my gosh, there's four of them that flopped out of the deck. Wow. So whatever you're thinking, it says increase your standards and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. Set your sights higher. And I think, this is reparenting ourselves in a way, setting our sights higher than we've ever really imagined for ourselves, in that purpose, in that mission, in that service work. Setting setting those sights higher is going to be very important for you. And it says increase your standards and expect more for yourself, knowing that, you can do more. Otherwise you wouldn't be getting this card. Okay, I hope that resonates. Yeah, wow. And then the next one that came out right before that is stay optimistic. Wow. So expect more for yourself, set your sights higher. Um, wow, and I'm just, it's like that muffin but possibilities, baby. Nothing but possibilities for you. Stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. So really surrendering things to the, when I see that, don't quit right before the miracle occurs. Your dreams are coming. Stay optimistic. Use gratitude and surrender to surrender any burdens or worry. I have a friend that always says, if you have time to worry, you have time to pray. And the praying, the affirmations, the gratitude, that helps you stay optimistic and find the joy and the playfulness in your life. And that helps bring your dreams about quicker. Okay. The next card for you, Beth, is, oh my God, you are just gonna, yes, worry is wasted energy. Yes, 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 yes. I have learned that on my journey, and that's a life, that's a lifelong, when you've gone through trauma and other things, that's a lifelong lesson, really. I mean, it's really reparenting yourself, using affirmations, using guidance and everything. But the next card you got is self-employment. This is your answer. So get going, girl. That's what it's telling you. Self-employment. And it says you're a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. Wow. So focus on visualizing yourself. Um, you know, w- First of all, figuring out what direction you're being guided to go. Surrender it to spirit, ask spirit for guidance, and visualize yourself in that role. Visualize yourself doing what it is that just brings you so much joy, and doing it. And when you visualize it, it's going to help you overcome any fears, any hesitation about it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I focus on myself. It feels so good. Yeah, it feels really good to go within. I was just, before I started this live, I was just sitting outside in the sun and just grounding myself. And it felt so wonderful, with the hummingbirds flying around. But this, our Beth is confirming for you self-employment. So it's, figuring what step would you like, what direction would you like to go, and visualizing that for yourself is going to help you take the steps forward, you know. And, I've had spirit show me a plan for myself, and it just like, ooh, it kind of overwhelmed me at the time, and now I'm like, okay, spirit, bring it on, bring it in, So I think it's letting go of the fear and the worry surrounding it, surrendering that to the Most High, to the universe, and then going forward. Oh my God. And then this is the last card that fell out for you, Arbeth. This is amazing. Dream big. This is the same as set yourself, set yourself sights higher, dream big. And this card is talking about letting go of small thoughts about yourself and see yourself succeeding. Yep, this is what I was talking about. Visualize yourself doing what it is that you love. See yourself in that self-employment, see yourself with a client, see yourself going through all the motions, and doing that like every day, visualizing it. And it's there for you. It's just us allowing that in. um yeah, those cards are amazing. And at the bottom of the deck you have protection. So you have nothing to worry about. You are protected. This is amazing, Arbeth. Amazing. They're telling you you have nothing to worry about. You are protected. So the only thing that you have to worry about is removing yourself, your ego self, out of the way. The worries and the fears, letting go of any emotion, any fears around that, and visualizing what it is that you want. And they're saying it's there for you. It's your dream is there for you. That is incredible. Wow. I am just amazed how they did this. So set your sights higher, stay optimistic, self-employment, and big dream big. Wow. See yourself succeeding. Yeah. Visualize it. That is, and if you have a hard time doing that on your own, sign up for one of my meditation visualization specials and we can go through it together. Wow. Beautiful. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. If anybody just came in, feel free to put your hello in the chat. And, this is how we build community is by being here live and so excited to be here with all of you. This is so awesome. And we got the birdhouses in the back. So we're building dreams. We're building dreams here, guys. We're building dreams. We're building the momentum to build those dreams. Yes, they're there. They're out there for you. All right. So I'm going to go back to Cece Lynn. You had a question. How does my love feel? How does my love feel to me? Feel about you? You're welcome, Arbeth. My pleasure. I hope that helps. I hope that gives you some help. So Cece Lynn, how does your person feel about you? I am going to use the Divine Masculine Dark Truths Come to Light deck by Liz Harrison. I love this deck. It's really amazing. Let's see how he's feeling. Cece Lynn, this is for you. We'll pull some cards on how your Divine Masculine is feeling for you right now, or your special person, we'll say. We don't have to use the label. He's a special person to you. And if you're here, give a shout out in the chat. If you'd like a question answered, put it in the chat and we'll pull you a card. So what is it? What is it that Cece Lynn needs to know? And hit that thumbs up. If you go under the 3 dots at the top, in the top right corner, you'll see, open that up and you'll see a thumb, and hit that thumbs up for the live. All that helps my channel grow. So let's go ahead. Cece Lynn, what is it that your Divine Masculine feels for you right now, your special person? What does Cece Lynn's special person feel for her right now? We got that one, and we got 2 sticking up out of the deck. Oh my gosh, we got 4 sticking up out of the deck. Wow. All right, so it says at the bottom, ghosting, and that's the overall energy. So I didn't mean to disappear and not reply. I just struggle to deal with what I am feeling, and sometimes it's so intense it spooks me. And so I need to isolate myself to calm down and think. Then when I'm able to process my feelings in our conversation and work it out, and work out my reply. So he's, not contacting you because he's feeling overwhelmed. His feelings, the connection is so overwhelming for them that it spooks them, and they need to go in and process what's going on, calm themselves down, and really think about how they want to process their feelings first, and then think about how they want to respond. I have 5 other cards that fell out for you, Cece Lynn. The first one is timing. Everything in life is about timing. We met at the right time, and we will reunite at the right time. We will meet up at the right time, and we will be in a relationship at the right time. We're born to be together. It's trusting that all will work out for the highest of all, for the highest good of all. So this is a beautiful energy. So it will be at the right time for everyone involved. So he's knowing that about timing is everything, that, he's processing right now, and that you're going to reunite at the right time. And then we got Taurus energy. So I don't know if he's a Taurus, but it says control. I want to take control of this situation. Yeah, so he recognizes timing is important. He really wants to just throw everything to the wind and, take control of the situation and, and move forward regardless. And then he's got triggered. He gets triggered, annoyed at himself and frustrated. And sometimes he can project it on you and push you away. And that's so he can go within and face himself, and his life and deal with the changes that he needs to make. And it says, you are my mirror. So you guys both trigger each other into growth, into yeah, into growth, into going within, pulling back and going within, in order to heal before you come forward, so that it can be an equal give and take. And then sleeping on the sofa this is about, if there's a karmic partner, or if there's, if he's created distance between you. It says his body, his heart are loyal to you. It feels wrong to betray you in any way, including laying his head next to somebody else. Um, yeah, it feels as though he would be cheating on you. Feels so wrong to him. He really wants to be by your side, where he belongs. So this card is about him really wanting to be by your side where he belongs. And then age gap is the last card that fell out. I don't know if there's an age gap between you two, but it really, I really don't understand why you want me, as you are inspiring and wonderful and sexy. You could have anyone you want. Why me? So this card is about him not feeling worthy, him not feeling worthy of your connection, of your love. And so, it's his fears about that, and his unworthiness are stopping him from coming forward. He's triggered, he's wanting to take control, but he also knows that he needs to get himself, heal himself, and get to a better place before he can do that. So if you came in, they're so nice. Yeah, these are great. I love these cards. They're just wonderful. So I hope that helps you, CC Lynn. I hope that helps. If you just got in, we're just doing a Q&A part of this live. Please put your question in the chat, and I would be happy to pull some cards for you. Let's, CC Lynn, oh, good. I'm glad that resonates. Yeah, it's continuing to work on yourself and service, while he does his work. And remember that what is so challenging about this journey is to recognize that it's a spiritual connection. So what you see in the 3D is illusion, and what you feel on the 5D is what is truth, what is reality. And that's the challenging thing about this journey is, we see one thing in the 3D and we think, oh my God, he's not my special person. He's with somebody else, blah, 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 blah. And lo and behold, you're connecting with them on the 5D, and you're like, oh my gosh, the connection is so unbelievably strong. You can feel them with you all the time. You're able to communicate telepathically. You feel him, sometimes you can feel him to maybe touch your face. It's really a spiritual connection, and that's what makes it so challenging. Remembering that the 3D is an illusion, and the 5D, the spiritual, is what is true, what is truth. So I want to use the same deck. And I want to pull a card to see for the collective what, where, for the masculine, where are all the masculines, a message from all the masculines, okay, for everyone. So let's do that right now. If you're out there, put a question in the chat. If you see me looking down, I'm looking at my tablet, and I'm to read the chat and interact with you via the chat as well. So feel free to put a question in the chat and I'll pull some cards for you. And it's just a wonderful way to build this community. So, all right. So, Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, what is a message from all the divine masculines? What is the message from all the divine masculines, the collective? What is it that we need to know? Wow, sleepless in my situation. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And this, the bottom of the deck, the overall energy just validated what I said. I love it. So sleepless in my situation is the overall is from the divine masculines. I am having sleepless nights going over and over things in my head to find a solution and a way out of my self-made prison. I am taking it easy and doing things slowly today as I am quite tired from lack of sleep. So definitely they are really, really, wanting to take it easy today and are feeling a lack of sleep. So you may be feeling a little bit tired as well. But like I said, it's really focusing on pulling your energy to yourself and focusing on you. And then the overall energy, this validated what I said. It says, as above, so below. And this is about it being a spiritual connection and bringing that spiritualness into the 3D is what I was just talking about, the spiritual connection. I understand that my dreams and fantasies about us need to be brought forth into our physical reality, and I'm doing everything that I can to make this happen. I don't want to just dream about you. I want to be with you. Is that beautiful or what, you guys? I'm just like, oh. And it's so true. They are working so hard, but you can connect with them on the 5D. And, their goal, though, they see you as the end goal, that they want to bring the connection, the spiritual connection into the 3D. They want to reconnect with you on that level. And, the best thing that I can say is connect with them on the 5D and really in the 3D, focus on yourself, putting love into yourself, putting creativity, doing things creatively that you love. And that is going to help your connection come together quicker. Um, so, wow, how does that resonate? Oh, Cece Lynn, you're a Taurus. Oh my gosh. So, that card, Taurus, said, I want to take control of the situation. Okay, so what that means then is that you have to surrender your energy, surrender control, because that, I believe that was a message for you, is you really need to surrender control, because when you want to take control, your special person feels that, and it turns them, it backs them away. It frightens them. So it's releasing control on the feminine side and focusing on yourself. So surrendering it to the higher power, to God. Well, he's been in a karmic situation, relationship for 5 years. Wow, that's incredible. Yeah. Um, That's really incredible. So, um, no contact, 30 years, no contact the past decade, but recently his energy is popping back. Yeah, they're always going to come back to you, always going to come back. So it's surrendering control and bringing that focus onto yourself, really building that relationship with the higher power, God, the universe, however you look at it. It's really building your own individual connection, and that power, that light that you embody is going to lead your special person back to you. Your power, your light is going to lead them back to you. But it's putting the attention on yourself and recognizing that, the higher power, this is what I always try to remember, is that the higher power, it's like the card said, the higher power brought you together, right? They had you make the initial connection and know, trust, surrender, trust that the higher power is going to bring you back together at the correct timing for both parties, for the good of all. Correct. He thinks I'm too pretty for him. Yeah, and that's a self-worth issue. And so that's something he's got to heal before you come back together so that you receive an equal give and take, but you guys are mirrors for each other too. So it's working on that worthiness within yourself as well, that knowing that you getting to the point where it's like I pulled the cards for our Beth, knowing that set yourself standards higher, set the perimeter higher, that you deserve someone that feels worthy of you, and you deserve and they deserve someone that feels worthy of them. So it goes both ways. So it's equal, both of you working on that. Does he want to stop with the karmic? And I think that was a yes last time we pulled the cards. I believe that was a yes. And he's like this card was saying, sleepless in his situation for all the masculines. They're trying desperately to find a way out of their self-made prison. And that means all the choices that they made up to this point, they're trying to find a way out so that they can come back, so that they can grow, learn the lessons, grow, and come back to their counterparts, their true loves. And so, yeah, they're really wanting to find that way out and do it their way. We may have suggestions for them, and we may want to give those suggestions, but they have to find their own way, just like, we find our own way on our journeys. So I hope does that help you, CC Lynn? And if anyone wants to pop into the chat and just give a hi, and if you have a question, we're doing a Q&A right now. So just write your question into the chat, and we'll answer a question here for you. Is there anything else anyone wants to know that is here watching? Anything I'd like to know, guys, how this new moon is affecting the divine feminine, and how the new moon is affecting the divine masculine. I think there was a little skeeter there. Let's see what cards should I use for this. I'm going to use the divine feminine cards. So I'll use this deck. How is the new moon affecting the divine feminine? I love this. And for the masculine, we'll use, I'm looking for my Archangel Michael Sword of Light deck. I think that will be a good one. That's what's coming to me, is to use that deck for the masculines. So let's see, how is this new moon affecting? How is this new moon affecting the divine masculines, and how is it affecting the divine feminines, okay? Or, how is it affecting you, and how is it affecting your person, or vice versa? Okay, so let's see. I'm using the Divine Feminine Oracle Guidebook, and this is a beautiful, beautiful deck. So let's see, Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, how is the new moon affecting the divine feminine? How is the new moon energy affecting? I just saw 444 on the clock. Security, safety, and stability. How is the new moon affecting? How is the new moon affecting? Oh, thank you for hitting that thumbs up. If you go under the three dots, you can hit that thumbs up. Thank you so much. Vesa pieces shape very feminine. Vesica pieces shape very feminine. Say more about that, Arbeth. How is it? So we had two cards flipping out. I love this. Oh, on your cards. Yes. This shape, you mean? Yeah, that's two circles joining together. Yes. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Yes. Wow. Okay, so the cards that flipped out, these like popped right out of the deck. Now I may pronounce this incorrectly, so I apologize if I don't mean to offend anyone. Sarada Divi, so Sadara Divi, the Divine Mother. Wow, unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. So, how is it affecting? How is the new moon energy affecting the divine feminine? It's letting go of judgment. I'm going to hold that up close. Letting go of judgment and replacing it with unconditional love. Wow. So, and that of course starts with yourself. So having, wow. That of course starts with yourself, not judging yourself. The Ho'oponopono prayer, I feel that for sure. Yes. Yeah, the Divine Mother, unconditional love exists within me. So going within, connecting within with the presence of love is also going to help you release judgments, patterns of judgment that you've had for a long time, but it's also catching your thoughts and knowing that um, it starts with you, catching yourself when you're judging yourself. Bring in the unconditional love, knowing that um, that can replace any negative judgmental thoughts. And then that carries out to those around you as well. And then the card that came out, that came flying out next was Kuan Yin. Wow, the Kuan Yin. I love this card. The goddess of compassion. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. And with this, she's kind of making with her hands, if you look closely, she's kind of making that feminine symbol, the upside down triangle. And she's right at her personal power. And there's that butterfly of transformation, or you can look at it as the ancestors coming in to help as well, because we talked about the veil being almost non-existent. So with this card and with the other card, what I'm feeling too is the Ho'oponopono prayer, forgiveness, self-forgiveness. When you look in the mirror and you say the Ho'oponopono prayer, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I love you and I thank you. You're forgiving yourself for anything that may, staying too long in a relationship, maybe not turning inward sooner than you did, whatever it is, you're forgiving yourself. And when you say that in the mirror to yourself, what is so powerful about it is that you're looking into the eyes of the seat of the soul. You're looking into your special person's eyes and they're hearing it and they're feeling it as well. So very powerful. It makes me emotional, like passionate and emotional, because I've done this and it's really, really incredible to do. But I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. Really, really reaching in. Yeah. Oh, wow. Our Beth, that is incredible because I believe it. You know, I believe it. I really do. It's the power of intention. So he was, our Beth said that there was a psychiatrist who was working with severe patients, and he said the prayer over their records over and over again, and it changed the patients. I believe it because it's the power of intention. You're setting that intention, you're putting forth that intention. Yeah, not even face to face over their charts. Yeah. I did something like that the other day. It was on a smaller scale. Um, but I want to, before I tell you that story, I want to go back to the connection. You can, I mean, absolutely, you will get the results from just saying it to yourself, driving in the car, walking, whatever. But there's something that is so powerful with your twin. When you say it you're looking at them, you're looking at yourself, but you're also looking at them because you're one. You're one. And and so it's so powerful and so healing. So saying that and looking in the mirror and looking into their eyes, which are your eyes, is so powerful. But I agree. Yeah, I agree that it's powerful to say it. I've said it lots of times just walking or driving in the car, and it is powerful, the results that come immediately, I feel like. But I have to tell you, I was playing mahjong, a Japanese game. It has all these little tiles, and I was playing with two people, and they were having a really hard time focusing, and they were having, one of them had just, I found out later, one of them had just been in the ER like midweek. And I didn't know this, but I knew they both had a lot of thoughts going on in their minds. And I sat there and I was just praying, and I was asking Archangel Michael to come in and, and clear all the fearful thoughts out of their minds, and asking Archangel Haniel to bring in clarity and bring in focus for them. And, and things things turned around. They went smoother for them. And, it was funny because one of them after we got done playing, one of them had a long conversation with somebody on the phone about what had happened. And I think that was really healing for them as well. But it was them being focused, more focused in the mind. When you release those negative thoughts, it has room to bring in the clarity, the peace, and the focus. So beautiful energy for the divine feminine for this new moon. Beautiful energy. And it's, weaving in the Ho'oponopono prayer of forgiveness. Absolutely. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. And that was Kuan Yin, the Ho'oponopono prayer. And then Sadara Devi, unconditional love within, letting go of judgments. So both of those, I just feel that prayer came to me. I believe that we're returning back to unity conscious. Yes. All being of one, twin flame union first. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Teaching others. I believe that's why the twin flames are coming together, is to um, teach others the oneness consciousness. And what I was getting while I was helping those two women, what I was getting is that I laughed because I ended up winning the first game, and I just kind of laughed, and I thought, oh wow, and I said, wow, I was helping this lady, and they said, giving giving is receiving. So in me giving to those women, it helped me receive what I needed to play the game as well. So it was just a magical little moment, and a good show of consciousness of oneness. When you help, when you're in service to others, when you help others, you're helping yourself. You're giving and you're receiving. So yes, it helps, and it definitely about forgiveness of self and others, absolutely. And I feel like this is something that comes in layers. It's something that's ongoing. Like you peel back one layer and you do it, you feel so much stronger and so much healthier about it, but then boom, another layer comes and you peel back and you say some more forgiveness. But you learn to be lighter with yourself in the process. Yeah. Um yeah, I definitely CC Lynn, I definitely think he knows he wants to come back. He's trying to formulate a plan on how to come back, how to get out of his stuff. And he's feeling a little tired today, but he's trying to think about how he can get out of a plan for the best and highest good of all. The overall energy for the divine feminine, and then I'm going to pull cards for the divine masculine. Pavarti is the overall energy, the goddess of devotion. I am a love that doesn't leave. Wow. And what are we talking about? We're talking about oneness. We're talking about the connection between twin flames. I am a love that does not leave. And that is the twin flame connection. That is that eternal love, a connection that you have with, you know, any heart connection, that soul connection that you have, it's eternal. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. Wow. And that's, you know what? This is about focusing on service, focusing your attention on service. When you commit to love, yeah, when you commit to love, your soul evolves, you grow. Isn't that beautiful? And they just all that passion. And I really feel like this new moon is a new passionate start for the divine feminine energies. Yeah, really big, um, big start, big new beginning for the divine feminine. She's holding that little like genie lamp, and that to me says wishes come true when you follow your divine mission, your purpose, and focus on service. And you can do it in simple ways, like I did that day I was playing mahjong. You focus on helping others that are struggling, and putting forth positive energy to help, and you receive back in other ways. My entire life has been service to others, over giving to the point of, yeah, this has been a big lot. Yes, mine too. I taught for years. Yeah, mine too. I always, and in the last 5 years, it's really been learning about how to give back to myself, how to fill my own cup first, and then you have the energy, you have the love to give out to others. But you've got to take the time and discipline. It's really discipline to be able to do that, to fill your own cup by going within. But it's discipline because our society right now doesn't focus on that. So it's really being disciplined no matter what is going on, that you set aside the time to go within and to fill your own cup. And our society doesn't focus on that, so it's challenging. But I've always been disciplined in doing it, because I know that it has brought me deeper into the connection with the universe, the Holy Spirit, God, Creator, however you say it. If you are watching and you'd like a question answered, put your question in the chat. Say hi in the chat. This is how we build community. Um, yeah, yeah. So our Beth, it's about giving back to yourself. Big lesson. Putting yourself first, filling that for filling your cup first. It's like they always say they use the example of when you're on an airplane, and if the airplane goes cattywonker, that you put on your mask first before you put on someone else's, because you have to be able to um, you know be able, in order to help someone else, you got to help yourself first. So yeah, filling your own cup. Hi, Naomi. Naomi, if you have a question, feel free to put it in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. It's wonderful to have you. So if you have a question, put that in the chat. And if there's anyone else here that would like a question answered, please give it a hi in the chat. Let us know you're here. It's just a great way to build this community, this family of love. And I had just got done talking about how the new moon is affecting the divine feminine energy. And if you think about it, um, within all of us, we have the divine feminine, divine masculine energy, and it's coming into union with those energies within us. And now I'm going to pick cards and see where the divine masculine is. How is the new moon affecting the divine masculine? And I'm using the Sword of Light Oracle deck by Archangel Michael. So how is this new moon affecting the divine masculine energies? Wow, and I got two that just popped out there. Okay, so first one that popped out, yeah. So right now, the divine masculine energy is really prioritizing self-care. And that's a 24. If you add that together, it's a 6, which I always look at 6 as being home, service, and family. So they're really prioritizing self-care themselves. They're really trying to reflect and go within themselves. And it says, you do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. So, wow, this is huge, because this is so huge because, this is new, something new for the divine masculines to be able to give back to themselves, to really be able to take that time and go within and reflect. And, they're doing that right now. They're giving back to themselves, and some of them for the first time ever. They've always given, in assistance to others without filling their own cup. So this is really huge. And look at all that love flowing out as they do this, as they take the time to do this. And then the next card that came out for the masculines is the wow, our Beth, this is really resonating with what we pulled for you, is don't settle for less. And it's a number 10. And 10 is about new beginnings and leadership. And I see a little bird just flew up outside the window, and it's a sparrow. It's a chipping sparrow. He's got like a little orange cap on a little rusty colored cap on his head. And he is significant because, whenever I see a sparrow, he just flew away. It means that you're going to come into contact with a lot of people. So that may be significant for you or your counterpart, coming into contact with a lot of people. But this is don't settle for less, new beginnings, leadership. You are a child of the divine, and you deserve to have your dreams come true. Don't give up. So this is, yeah, our Beth, this is resonating with what the cards that I pulled for you as well. She's opening a treasure chest, and out comes all these transferred, transmuted souls, and all these blessings come flying out as she opens, and as she goes within. There's all these things that are just transmuting. And look at the surprise and on her face. I love this card. She's just like, wow, this is greater than I ever imagined. So the divine masculine is really working on what they want in their life, and they're really working on choosing better for their life, choosing higher for their life. And they know that choosing higher means choosing their true love, choosing their twin flame. And if you look, there's initials on the treasure chest. This may be significant for someone. AM. The initials are AM, or it stands for am. I was like, the I am statements are so incredible right now. So using I am statements are going to be very beneficial for that divine masculine side of yourself too. Yes, the fish pond has been slim pickings. Our Beth, that's funny. Oh, uh, Naomi, is there any specific message that God would like me to hear right now? Oh, that's beautiful. So, okay, I'm going to pull cards for you, Naomi. If you can hang on for a little bit, I'm going to talk about the overall energy for the divine masculine energy within all of us and for our counterpart. The overall energy for them is all is in perfect timing. Number one, this is validating the messages that I pulled for Cece Lynn and our Beth. Wow, perfect timing. One, new beginnings, leadership. Wow. So it says, this is it. It's time to take action now. I will be here to help you every step of the way. So the divine masculine energy is really being guided to take action in their lives, to take steps forward toward union, toward their twin. And this may be just taking steps, movement toward you. And eventually it's in divine timing. So, God brought you together. He's gonna reunite you at the perfect timing. So for everyone. So beautiful energy. So the divine masculines are being, asked to go within, to raise their standards, to prioritize self-care by going within. The divine feminines are asked to implement forgiveness, bring in, bring in love, release judgment, and, really connect within themselves as well. So beautiful energies for both. So Naomi, let's go and let's find a deck for you, and I'll pick you a message from your angels and God. What cards should I use for Naomi? What cards should I use for Naomi? All right, Naomi, I'm going to use the Muse Tarot for you. I love this deck. It's very light. I had all these cards flip out. Okay, so let's see what kind of message we have for you. Love this deck. It's just a fun little deck, the Muse Tarot. It's got that beautiful diamond energy on the front. So, Holy Spirit, angels and guides. Oh, I had an extra message just flip out, and it flipped out in reverse. I don't read reversals. I always feel it's the same energy, but this flipped out like upside down. So you get an extra. Yeah, you get an extra message, Naomi. Whenever an extra card flips out like that, I always put it to the side and read it as an extra message, and it doesn't happen very often. It's happened for me for, a few times, maybe twice, for people that I've been doing readings for. And, I just got a chuckle out of it because they just needed to hear that extra little message. So, Holy Spirit, angels and guides, what is the message for Naomi? What is it? that she needs to hear right now from her angels and guides and ancestors. What is the message for Naomi? Wow, beautiful. Okay, so anything else? Okay. So we got one that came out. It was at the top of the deck and it wanted me to pull it out. So I did. And then at the bottom of the deck, the overall energy that came out for you is the Six of Materials. So the Six of Materials is about abundance flowing in to your life. It's, using your manifestation skills to bring in that abundance. Um, she's got the rose in the center, which I see that as, the higher power. And then I don't know if you have a special person, but I'm seeing like, there's a mirrored energy for you here. And in between, the creator. And there's, both of you working together to manifest. And, it's like the roses are just coming from the universe. They're just coming down, which is, I see them as the pentacles, the material just coming down into the earthly realm. So as above, so below. Wow, as your overall energy. Let me know if that resonates with you. Beautiful. And then, so the first card that flipped out for you was the Knight of Materials. So this is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is one of the slowest moving knights, but he's very methodical, very careful, very careful in his planning, in coming forward, taking his time to come forward because, wants to do it right, is bringing you a pentacle in, an offering in, but is very methodical, very careful in their planning of coming forward with that pentacle, because they want to do it the correct way. And I'm seeing this this horse wearing, you don't see that too often, where the horse is wearing that little wreath around its neck, and I'm seeing that as almost like a victory wreath around the horse's neck. You know how they, after a horse race is won, they place like a blanket of flowers or a wreath around the horse. That's what I'm seeing in this. It's like a victory wreath around this horse as he comes trotting in to give you this pentacle. And he's he's all in the roses. The roses are there, toward the mind, the crown chakra area, bringing in that harmonious love energy with the pentacle. Beautiful energy. I had a dream about pink roses last night, and your message gave, oh my gosh, that is beautiful, Naomi, because yeah. So I'm seeing that. Look at, there's pink roses in the victory wreath as well. He's coming in with that victory wreath and the roses on his crown, the head area, representing that beautiful feminine energy coming into the crown chakra area. And then there's all this healing energy above it, symbolizing the pentacle. Wow. So as above, so below, that coming in. And then the second card that came out, that I pulled out from the top, it was sticking out just a little bit. Yeah, isn't that cool? Second card came out, the Three of Voices. So this is known as the Three of Swords, and that's about heartbreak. So we have the pentacle coming in, and then we have, the Three of Swords, the heartbreak. So somewhere in your life, you experience the heartbreak, things that had happened in your life that, maybe resurfacing. And, this is prevalent to you, I believe. On my tea this morning, I have the yogi tea bag, and it says, without the darkness, you would never know the light. Oh, and I'm just getting angel bumps. That's for you, Naomi. because without experiencing the heartache, and that's for anybody here listening, without experiencing the heartache, you would never know the light, because we have to go through the darkness in order to, you know, experience the light, to know what light is, and to let release the darkness, knowing that we no longer need to hold on to the dark, that we are light. This is resonating small. I really needed to hear. It's resonating some. I really needed to hear this. Oh, I can feel it. I'm feeling emotional. I feel it for you, Naomi. I really do. And this is so beautiful, because it's something I think we all need to hear, is that without experiencing the darkness, we would not know the light. And but this is about, Naomi, it's a three: birth, death, and rebirth. You'll see that, this is a truly an original Three of Swords card, because there's no swords. This is the light of the creator coming down and beaming on you. So this is a reminder to you to let go of the darkness and bring in the light. Release the darkness and bring the heartache, and bring in the light by going within. Because that's our lesson, is we don't have to, it's knowing the darkness in order to see the light, experience the light. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. We are truly and always have been light. But there's things that have happened in our lives that, really have taught us to come back to the light, to who we truly are. So it's knowing that darkness that helped us experience and know the light, the truth. The light is the truth. And releasing all others, that we don't have to stay in that. So beautiful energy for you, Naomi. Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah, without being with, so karmic energy is really, it's the catalysts that, teach us lessons, that really they teach us what we want, and what we what we want less of, and what we want more of, what we deserve less of, and what we deserve more of, what we're truly worthy of. So with those karmic lessons, yeah, they're helping us to grow, to learn. And so letting it go and forgiving. Oh my God, you are so welcome, Naomi. I just feel so, I feel so much emotion in saying that, because I knew that message was for you. And okay, so the last card, Naomi, that came out, and it flipped out right away. So this is an extra message for you. It's flipped in reverse. So Seven of Inspiration, which is known as Seven of Wands. So it's like usually pictured as someone, fighting off other people around them, fighting off naysayers, that kind of thing. Well, it was in reverse. And, so if you turn it around, um, and this card, I see it as, he's holding back. He's doing everything in his power to hold back the darkness, and he's bringing more light into himself. Okay? So he is holding back the darkness and bringing more light into himself. And wow. And with it in reverse, it's so interesting, because if you look at it in reverse, the card, the way it flew out, it's showing him, it's showing the person in the higher realms, and it's showing the light here in the physical realm. Do you see that? If you hold it this way, he's in the earth, the person is in the earthly realm, and the light's coming down. Here, you're you are experiencing the upper realms and bringing the light into the earth. Wow, Naomi. Wow, this is incredible. What a message. So that's why it had to flip out in reverse. That is beautiful. So continue your connection with God, with the Creator, with the universe, however you look at it, because what I'm seeing is that you are in the higher realms when you do go within and you're bringing that light to the earth. That's how I'm seeing this. Wow. That is a beautiful message. Yeah, beautiful message. Man, well, is there anyone else out there that has a message, would like a message or has something that they would, like cards pulled for? Anyone else in the, watching, put a question in the chat, say hi in the chat. And I would be happy to pull a card for you. Absolutely. But I'm so glad. I hope that helped you, Naomi. I think that was very powerful message. Yeah, and our Beth, that is so right on about the lessons help us to appreciate the spiritual connections, looking at things from a higher perspective and not, yeah, not taking things so seriously, not taking things for granted, lightening up with the connection and remembering it's the spiritual realm that is the truth, and it's the 3D, the earthly realm, that is the illusion, which is so challenging to see when you're in the midst of it. And when you're in the midst of lessons, it's important to ask the angels, your guides, for help, for assistance. They're more than willing to step in and help. And it's just asking. And when I ask, I always start out by saying, thank you, Archangel Michael, for coming in and removing any fear from, my mind, from my heart, from wherever. Thank you so much. And thank you, Archangel Haniel, for bringing in peace and light into my mind, clarity and focus. Thank you for helping me with a solution to a problem, um, and I call upon Archangel Metatron as well. Archangel Metatron, I've used him a lot lately. Guys, I used him a lot lately. I said, when I'm in need of a time expansion on this earth, and when you're trying to fit something in, or fit something in before someone comes, or you're trying to arrive somewhere on time and you need to get something else in, I call upon Archangel Metatron. Thank you, Archangel Metatron, for expanding the time so I can get this in before I get to so and so, or before so and so comes. It really does help, and really is a magical. He's very, has been very helpful to me in that respect as well. If you're, you're welcome, Naomi. Much again, the confirmation I got is insane. I'm so excited about that, because I know I've been on the other side of this and I know how that feels. And it's like sometimes we just need that confirmation to keep us going, to keep us focused, and to keep us focused on God and the higher power. And we need that, encouragement. So I'm really, really glad that you showed up today. If there's anybody else that would like a question, let's see. Trying to think. Today's Saturday, so what I could do is just pull a quick little card. If there's anybody else out there that is watching and would like a message from their angels, or like a question answered, put your question, put your message in the chat, and I'd be happy to pull a card for you. I'm going to pull a card for the upcoming week and see what it is that everyone needs to know for the upcoming week, okay? I woke up this morning and missing him so much. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so heavy feeling. Yeah, when that happens for me, CC Lynn, what I do is I breathe through it. Because remember, think of your relationship. It's spiritual, right? And you're connected, you're one. It's infinity. So think of the infinity symbol. And so what I do when I feel that heavy energy from my twin is I breathe in calm through the nose and breathe out fear. I breathe in calm and breathe out fear. And that, when you think about the figure eight, it circulates. I'm going to show you on a piece of paper so you understand what I mean. I got up my notebook here, so I'm going to show you. So, and it's really, I've gotten validation from my twin that he's felt it and it's changed the energy. Like the energy comes back to me then of the calm and the releasing of fear. So I will breathe in, pretend this is, you on this loop, and this is your special person. I'm going to put SP, special person. And so you are breathing, you feel the heaviness, you feel, him missing you as well. You breathe in calm, and breathe out fear. And that circulates all the way back to him. And when he feels that you keep doing it, it comes back to you. It changes the energy. You have that power to change the energy in that loop, in that connection. So, and I've gotten validation that it really does work. You start feeling the shift in the energy, and you feel that energy coming back to you. So try it once and see what you think. But that has been very powerful for me to do. And the other thing is grounding, going outside in nature and grounding and doing it when you're outside in nature as well, because you're really, you can really connect with your twin out in nature as well. But every time you breathe that in, you're giving to yourself, but because your twin is you, you're also giving that energy back to them. And it took me a while to understand that, but that's what oneness is, just like the Ho'oponopono prayer, when you're saying it to yourself, you're giving that back to your twin. So, because you are that oneness. Okay, so I was going to pull a card quick for the upcoming week and just see what we need to know. And I'm going to use I love this deck, you guys. I get excited. I use this almost every morning and I just love it. The Sacred Forest by Denise Lynn. She's got some fabulous cards. I want to get her what is it called? Sacred Traveler Oracle deck. I want to get that one. I have a new deck coming on Monday, and I can't wait to use it on on my channel. I'm trying to think of, it's a really cool deck. I can't think of the name of it offhand, but it's a super cool deck that I got. One of my friends who's also a reader was using it, and I said, what is that deck? That is fabulous. So I ordered it on Amazon. Okay, so, I forgot to say, if you would like to donate, you don't have to, but under the description, I have a PayPal link. If you'd like to do a donation for today's live, you can find the link there. It's not required, but I just wanted to mention that as well. And check out my July offerings for this month. They'll be throughout the entire month, and I have some new things there, and I'm excited to offer you these things. So we're going to check out with Denise's the Sacred Forest Oracle. What is it that everyone needs to know for this week? Oh my gosh. And I'm just pulling the one card and then we'll get wow. So the overall energy is courage. Have courage. So that just means, to me, that means, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. So I'm seeing the upcoming week as Sunday through Sunday. Okay, so tomorrow, starting tomorrow. So yeah, so have courage is the overall energy. And then are you ready? Drum roll. The elves' playfulness. Wow. So the energy they really want you to focus on is lightening up, find connecting with your inner child, doing some things that are, that create curiosity, create adventure. If getting out of your comfort zone, you can think of it as I'm going on an adventure. I'm taking a little adventure. Um, and that's a way to reparent yourself, into, letting go of the fears or any anxiety about doing something new or different. Is I'm going on a little adventure. I'm curious. I want to know more about this. I want to know more about that. So, but being playful, bringing playfulness into your week is going to be really important. Important for manifesting. Um, Oh, um, so yeah, yeah, I love the unicorns, Beth. I love the unicorns. So bringing playfulness in, when you bring the playfulness in, the lightness in, you're focusing on yourself. You can, it's going to help bring your masculine, your twin, um, you know, they're going to want to they'll be more attracted to that energy. So it's surrendering the control and bringing in playfulness, lightness. And we did get somebody got the um yeah, it's releasing, surrendering control, wanting to control things, and really, finding the playfulness, finding the lightness in your own life, and bringing in that magic. And they're, the fairies, the little nature fairies are, more than willing to play with you and bring that into fruition for you. So when you're out in nature, ask them to help you be more playful, and they'll bring it in. I love the Fae too. Oh my gosh, I just love them. I always, whenever I go for a walk, I ask them to come in. If it's in helping me to let go of something, or just to, help me to have more playfulness. Asking them to come in is, really gonna help as well. Okay, so all right, I'm gonna pick a last card if anybody else, they play with my cat. Oh, I love that. I love it. That's awesome. That is so cool. I think, dogs too. I work with dogs, and I think dogs are, cats and dogs, they're connected. They see things we don't see. I even feel like, dogs, pets that have passed, come in, and, they bring in that playfulness too into our lives, from the other side. They want to see us be playful too. Yeah. So, Cece Lynn, I'll pull you a card from your man, from your special person. Let me see, what deck do I want to use? I am going to use, I saw it here. I'm going to use the Angel Answers deck, okay? Let's use the Angel Answers deck. And then I think, guys, I can't believe this has been an hour and a half already that I've been on. Time has gone really fast. Yeah, this has been incredible. Thank you guys for coming. And yeah, this is just a great way to build community and get to know each other. And so, Cece Lynn, angels, guides, ancestors, Cece Lynn would like to know if her love wants to marry her. Does her love want to marry her? Cece Lynn, does Cece Lynn's love want to marry her? There's something better. is the answer. Let me see at the bottom of the deck. No need to worry. The bottom of the overall energy is no need to worry, and there's something better. So what that tells me, CC Lynn, is it's not the right time. It's not the right time. That your person is working on themselves, is working on healing themselves, and that it's not the right time for them to be focused on marriage, so to speak, or you. It's that time, no need to worry. You know, when you worry, if you have time to worry, you have time to pray. So now's the time for you to go within and release any concern about being, in a union with your person, knowing that, trusting, surrendering it, and trusting that the higher power is going to bring you together when it's the right time, when you guys are a match of equal give and take. Okay? Does that make sense, Cece Lynn? Okay. All right. I hope that makes sense to you, Cece Lynn. Does anybody else, before I go off, does anyone else have a question that they would like a card pulled for, or a message, anyone else like a message before I go off? Oh, Florence walks. Pull a card for me, please. Florence walks. Oh, I like that. I like that. Is that Florence? Is Florence your first name, or is that Florence a place? I'm just curious. Okay, so a card for Florence. Let's pull a card for Florence. And Florence, we're going to use Radley Valentine, the animal deck. I don't know, I was drawn to this deck. I haven't used it yet today. So I was drawn to that, and let's see what we get. Oh, it's a nickname. Okay, awesome. Because you know what came to me, and I don't know why this came to me, but Florence, Italy. I don't know why, if Italy has some, connection with you, but that's what, came to my mind. Okay, so what is the message? Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, what is the message for Florence today from this beautiful animal tarot deck? Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yes, indeed. Great place. Yeah. All right, so let's get a message for Florence from this beautiful animal tarot deck. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, what is the message for Florence? And okay, so the message for you is, this is so cute, renewal. And it's all the little raccoons, and we got the butterfly there for transformation. And I always see that as ancestors too, coming in to help. But it's the raccoons, and it says it's time to get clarity about your life purpose and make changes so that you're on the path most divinely suited for you. Forgive what has been without judgment and fearlessly embrace what's to come. So renewal, this is about, if you notice, they're in their little cave, they're in their little home. So it's about, taking time for you today, taking that time for you, and really filling your own cup. And you were not, if you were not here earlier, this goes with what we had for the feminine energy today, what we picked, how the new moon is affecting the feminine energy. It was about it was about letting go of judgment, getting rid of all judgment by going within and healing that, releasing judgment, bringing in love, and using the Ho'oponopono prayer. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. Using that prayer to, heal, and those words are so healing and magical, renewing. So I hope that helps you, Florence, on your journey today for the next couple of days. Does that resonate, Florence, with you? Renewal? Okay. All right. I'm about to go off, guys. If there's anyone else would like a message, a card pulled for them, I will certainly pull that before I go off. Otherwise, I'm going to say thank you so much for being here. Really loved having everybody here and really connecting with you today. I'll let you know when I do my next live, and I'm wishing you all so much magic and so much joy, so much healing. I'd like a message from the galactic family. Do you have something like that? Um, let's see. Let's see. The one thing that's coming to my mind is, and I wanted to use this a little bit earlier, but I don't have like the Palladian or Starseed Oracle, but I do have the dragons. So I could do a dragon message, pull a dragon message card for you. Say, what is the message? Yeah, because I feel like they're part of that ether, and they're so active with us right now. Okay, so what is the galactic family message for our Beth? What is the galactic family message from our Beth? And if you'd like to donate, there's the PayPal link below for this live. You can do that as well. What is the message for our Beth? And we got the blue dragon from Pleiades. Oh my gosh. And I really resonate with the Pleiades energy. Prepares you to accept source healing. Accept a heart chakra activation. Give and receive heart healing. There you go. Affirmation. Yeah. Prepares you to accept source healing. Accept a heart activation. Give and receive heart healing. And if I'm not mistaken, this dragon is connected to Archangel Gabriel. So I'll show you the card. Isn't that beautiful? And it's got the blue rose. But I'm almost positive this card is connected with Archangel Gabriel, which is Gabriel is, the archangel of the throat chakra. And this is the heart as well. But I want to look up. I want to just look really quick because I really think I'm going to put this down for a minute. But yeah, it's got the blue, the violet in there for the crown chakra, the heart chakra, the blue rose, and we've had a lot of blue, or we've had a lot of roses coming up today with that magenta energy. But I also believe, I don't know why, I just feel like this guy has connection to Archangel Gabriel. So let's see if I'm remembering that correctly. But that's what came to me. Except, yeah. Yeah, it's offering healing by lighting up a blue rose in each of your chakras. So I was right in, I'm seeing the crown chakra, I'm seeing the throat chakra, the heart chakra. Yeah, yep, it's saying each of your chakras, relax, invite it to touch you and accept any energy it brings. So our Beth, when you go within today, you can call upon the blue dragon from Pleiades and ask them to come in. But I really higher the high frequency blue rose in each of the 12 chakras, preparing your energy fields for the angels of the Pleiades to connect with us. So definitely preparing you for connection with the angels. It doesn't say, yeah, it doesn't say in here it says connecting with the 33 petals of the etheric blue rose. Um, but it doesn't say anything about Archangel Gabriel, but that's what I'm getting is that, Archangel Gabriel is also present with you for this in the throat chakra. And you'll see the rays are kind of, shining over his throat chakra right there. See that? And the third eye is kind of got a crystal on it. So you might want to use some crystals as you're meditating today or going within. That would be very helpful as well. All right. Well, thank you guys very much for being here. I have enjoyed this immensely. And if you'd like to donate, there's a PayPal link in the description. I'm going to say goodbye for now. And I am wishing you so much love, so much joy. Namaste. See you again soon. Bye. I'm going to see if I can turn this off.